Riding down the trail to Albuquerque, saddlebags all filled with beans and jerky, heading for K-Circle B, TV land for you and me, K-Circle B in Albuquerque. As you might recall from last year's luncheon, my leadership theme was riding down the trail to Albuquerque. As a Native American in the state of New Mexico, I grew up around the cowboy culture, really the Indian cowboy culture. I guess overall I'm most comfortable in cowboy boots and the kind of attire you see me in today. That's how I grew up as a child. I used to rush home from school, chop wood, haul water, slop the hogs, all that kind of stuff. As a tourism and travel executive, as such, I leave and come back to the city of Albuquerque. Most of the time I can't hardly wait to come back because we have so many different attributes here. The city, of course, the cuisine, the people, the cultural venues, and everything that we have here, those are just fantastic attributes that the city of Albuquerque has. And just like everyone else that's a member of the city, that's a member of our great state, you know, you can't wait to sell and market the products that we have here, including all the venues, all the golf courses, all the ski resorts, and all the different kinds of museums that we have here that really reflect the culture here of the Southwest and all the different significant aspects of our state. So it's been my pleasure to lead, and I'm looking forward to getting back into a following role for this next year, and I know that Mark Gundlach will provide outstanding leadership for the city of Albuquerque, the Albuquerque Convention Visitors Bureau. A couple of years ago, the ACVB Board of Directors embarked on the formulation of a destination master plan. It really has allowed us to remain focused and really committed to that process over the last couple of years. And through that process, we developed great industry partnerships, and we continue to work together, and I hope that we'll continue to work together really to bring visitors to the city of Albuquerque and to continue to market the destination the way that we have. The various directors' councils that we set up through this destination master planning process really have been a very effective tool for all of us. Once again, it's brought us together to work in harmony, really, to define plans, to define specific products in terms of events and services that we can provide collectively in order to bring visitors here to the wonderful city of Albuquerque. Over this past year, I've really come to appreciate my industry partners in terms of the way that we've been able to work together. The board of directors is an outstanding example of the diversity of our business community here in the city, and they all are great in their own right. And I know that they'll continue to advocate for the city of Albuquerque, our particular kind of industry that we're in. And I've really enjoyed working with you all, and I'll look forward to continue working with you in whatever capacity I find myself in. You have an outstanding team in terms of our professional staff members at the ACVB. They're great to work with. They are recognized, you know, throughout our nation and internationally. They are outstanding representatives of the state of New Mexico and of the city of Albuquerque. So I know that you'll have a strong team right behind you every step of the way. As I leave the board chair role for the ACVB, I'll continue to represent our city and state at the national level. I've been invited to participate on U.S. Commerce Secretary Gary Locke's Travel and Tourism Advisory Board, so I'll continue to represent the concerns and issues of my industry partners here in the state of New Mexico, and in particular the city of Albuquerque. As I make this transition, you know, I carry all of you in my heart and head, and I would appreciate you doing the same for me and providing me with the kind of input that you hope to present at the national level, so that we really can be a catalyst for policy changes at the national level that will bring more visitors here to the city and to the state of New Mexico. It's been my pleasure to lead the Albuquerque Convention and Visitors Bureau Board of Directors for the past year. It's amazing how quickly this past year has gone by. We're getting ready to make another transition in leadership, and I'm both looking forward to it and also regretting it at the same time. But I know that the leadership change is really going to be a positive one in terms of Mark Gundlach's ability to lead. I think he'll do an outstanding job. He rides a different kind of horse, but I think that his leadership skills are right there. So I'm looking forward to handing this gavel over to Mark. And I know that he, along with our professional team at the Albuquerque Convention and Visitors Bureau, will continue to do an outstanding job for the city of Albuquerque and our state. I'm really privileged to have worked with the team over this last year, and I'm going to miss the day-to-day interaction, the day-to-day teamwork, but I know that they'll still be around. So I'm looking very much to this next year and the changes that will come about for the city that will make it even better and greater for the whole state, for the whole nation. Mark, you're going to have an outstanding team to work with. I wish you well. Sure, you wear spandex, but you can't help that.
Thanks, Ron. It's been a great year riding the trails with you, Ron, and I thought today we'd come up and follow a different route. Here are the majestic Sandy Mountains as a backdrop as we move on to our new journey. First got into this adventure about changing the format of this year's event. I wanted to ride in on a Harley. Okay, what a great idea. Okay, so then Dale came along. He's kind of a cowboy guy. Ron, we know, rode the trail all year. He's definitely a cowboy guy. They tried to talk me into putting on some cowboy boots and all that cowboy stuff. Well, you know, I kind of went along with it and I said, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to spice it up, take a little run, jump off a trampoline and just jump on the back of the horse. Put a little energy into those speeches. Well, that got nixed. So now you have to hear a speech from an old guy in spandex. And this is Albuquerque from my perspective. Looking back over the past year, it is my pleasure and privilege to have had the opportunity to partner with and to be mentored by Ron Solimon. Ron has led our DMO through an extraordinary and unique time with his amazing class and gracious spirit. I'm very much looking forward to Ron's continued guidance and support as we continue our journey. I am simply awed and inspired by the opportunity to represent my colleagues in the hospitality industry as your chair this year. I will not be sharing goals and objectives today that I hope to accomplish during the coming year, but more importantly, a call to action. I'm asking for your support, your passion, and engaged involvement in the challenges we face as a destination and organization. It is our role and responsibility to collaborate with our stakeholders in finding solutions, to work together as a community to find creative and competitive strategies to market and effectively sell our unique assets, to capitalize on the mystique of the Southwest, to make sure that each and every guest that visits our city is part of an experience, that we provide legendary service. We must move beyond tradition and expand upon the past with a committed and accountable plan. So I again ask that you become more involved in this dynamic organization. Be a part of the many diverse and active councils. Join us for our monthly membership receptions. Actively participate in the continuing evaluation of the Destination Master Plan, or provide us with constructive feedback. Recently, I had a very fortunate opportunity to spend a wonderful vacation in Kauai. I was planning on doing a surf lesson, and the surf lesson was sidetracked by an announcement on the radio that there was a shark attack in Honolulu Bay. And the shark was a 16-foot tiger shark and actually took a bite out of the surfer dude's surfboard. He continued to surf for 45 minutes because the waves were as big as they've been in some time. He continued to be out there with 45, 50 of his good friends, and to me, that shows a significant commitment not only to team, but it also shows a passion. And that's what I'm looking for this year from the board. I'm looking for that same commitment and passion to each other to serve not only to the best interests of our community, but to always sell this destination as the very best that it can be sold as. You know, and the analogy that goes with that surfer out there, that surfer dude out in the middle of Honolulu Bay, even when the sharks are circling, we need to stick together, put aside our petty thoughts, our competitive urges, and sell Albuquerque first and support the efforts of the ACVB. We have a wonderful place. We have the most outstanding scenery. We have amazing, just absolutely amazing culture, and the scenic beauty along with the diverse culture and our great entertainment opportunities really provide us with an opportunity to sell something uniquely different, the uniqueness of the Southwest, the art of Albuquerque. It is an amazing place, a place I've come to love, a place that I hope to continue to promote. And this opportunity to me is the most amazing opportunity that I've had in my life to be supportive of something that is special. So thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to doing my very best in representing my colleagues in the industry. Join me, it's going to be a wild ride this year.